So today I'm gonna prune two dwarf jades, two little jades. As you can see, I have two jades here. The one on the right side is more developed, and the one on the left side is a little less developed. So it's late September, but I'm deciding to. It's already October in like 2 days, but I'm deciding to prune them because I planned to get them under full spectrum growing lights. I have some growing lights, but they're pretty weak, so I used them for the past 2 years on my big trees, but I'm planning to use them on the smaller ones because what you gonna do? They're small and I can concentrate the light better on them. So let's get started. So I know it's late in the year, we are here in the northern hemisphere, and of course winter will come, and that's not a problem because I grown them on my balcony, but we're gonna get fewer and fewer daylight hours. So but keep in mind that I want to grow them under grow lights. We're gonna have 4 months in which I cannot prune my trees. So I'm deciding to prune them. I'm gonna prune my root over rock ficus soon also because it's wired and I need to remove the wires and also give it a nice little prune. So let's get on with this jade. When you're pruning jades, never use concave cutters. Just use pruners and or a cutter or a knife, a very sharp knife, okay, like this one here. You can see it's very slim and sharp. So let's get going. What I want to do here, I'm liking this part. I think I'm gonna keep this branch here because I don't want to do those little small clumps of crown. I want to do a big round crown, okay? So yeah, I'm thinking of removing this, but let's keep thinking. For now, let's just prune the inner little twigs and branches that grow on the inside of my composition and clean it up a little bit so we can see better what's going on. With every prune I make, I can start to see my structure better. So I'm gonna keep some of the branches that I don't need because they pump up energy and health into the tree. But we're gonna see. This here also. Come on. Okay. I was thinking if I should prune this tree because I told you it's less developed than the other one, but of course I will need to keep things under control, especially the apex dominance. Let's prune this here also. Let's prune this here also. So trees have a hormone that's called auxin, and that hormone pushes growth very powerful to the top of the tree, and we need to take care of that because otherwise we're gonna have a lot of energy in the apex at the top and not so much towards the lower branches. And what will happen is that the upper branches will get thicker, and we really don't want that because that's not how a tree looks like. I'm gonna try to clean up that mess there. Let's prune this a little bit also. If I can get my okay pruners here. So now the main idea is that from one branch we need two. The more professional way is to prune them back pretty heavy, but I don't want to do that. today. So let's keep going. Also, this is just growing towards your eyes, the face of the viewer, and I'm not liking that. Also, I think I can prune it down here somewhere. You know what? I'm gonna prune it just like that, and maybe some shoots will pop from here. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, let's turn the tree a little bit around and see what's going on in the back. So you see this? See how the leaves are pretty huge on that one. So I'm gonna cut it back pretty heavy. I'm gonna also prune this more. This is a little bit too slimy and too small. I want to cut this one here, okay, so we can see some clear trunk lines. I'm gonna leave this alone for now. I'm thinking, can I leave this alone for now? It's growing pretty far away from the tree, but it's on the back of my composition, so I'm gonna leave it alone right now. I don't think I'm gonna use this. It's growing like this towards the inside, and it's gonna shadow my other trunk. So let me just take care of this. Oh, it's better already. And also I can remove this whole branch here, okay, because it's also it's also making it for the back trunk to not be visible. I'm just thinking, but you know what, I can do it like this, and I can leave it for now, and we're gonna see what happens in the future. Always leave yourself some room for mistakes. You can even get some branch dieback, so always don't prune it like let's make it the most beautiful tree it can be now. No, leave some room for mistakes. So I'm planning to remove this somehow, but I don't know how, because it can affect my composition. I had a branch here which I pruned and nothing grew out of it, so I'm hoping some buds will grow from here. I don't know yet. That's why I'm gonna keep that branch. Also here I got a ramification, but one of them is growing like this, but also I'm gonna leave it alone for now. So this tree is done. Let's check out the second dwarf jade tree and start to think about what we're gonna do here. So you can see I've put some wires because the trunks were too far apart. This one was just like falling down. Also, I will need to make my composition bigger here to balance, okay, because if I leave this like I want to make a big crown here, but I need to balance it with more foliage here, otherwise it will look like it's just out of balance, it's falling this way. So let's see. My biggest challenge, I'll tell you in a second what it is, but first let's start pruning it from the top. So even if I'm gonna leave some naked branches here without leaves on them, I don't worry about that. Just want to temper out the apex dominance. So here I go. It's no problem. They will flash back. Also, again, with things that grow in weird directions, I've got this here that grows down and it's gonna hide the other trunk, so I'm going to just prune it like this for now. Maybe you know what, no, I'm gonna prune it for good. Also on my second trunk here, I'm gonna prune some of the branches that grow towards the inside. Okay, so we can now clearly see the two trunks. Of course, I've got a lot of shoots there, and I will need for my tree to bounce back, so I'm gonna leave some of the shoots. So I just realized that was the back of the tree. This is the front of the tree, but no worries, I didn't make anything bad. I'm gonna try to clean it up a little bit. Okay, so now, of course, I'm gonna reduce this just like that. And my biggest problem is this branch here. So I'm trying to think if I should wire it and keep it, but I'm not gonna keep it. Just straight be gone, straight be gone. You see these shoots, two little shoots down here? I'm gonna keep them because they will pump up a lot of energy on my base, on the base of my trunk, so that's always good. These are called sacrificial branches. They will be removed, but I can grow them big, and they will pump a lot of energy and they will swallow up my trunks, giving me better taper. Okay, again, I don't think I'm liking this here. Just like that. I'm gonna grow it like this here. I'm gonna remove this for good. I can wire it a little bit, but I'm not gonna do that now. If you can do the operations, like if you can do them individually, I know this tree is not going to grow like in spring now, so yeah, I'm gonna prune this off here. I'm gonna take my little knife and try to clean up my wound here. Okay, so I think we're quite about done here. I'm gonna leave them like that, even though I have pretty crowded things here, but I'm gonna leave them like that for now. Okay, so I'm good with this. Just wanna take care of this branch here, so let me just shorten it a little bit. So also I'm gonna leave that for now like that. So that's it for today. I remember which is the front. No, that's the front. This is the front. As you can see, this is underdeveloped for now. We're gonna let it grow and we're gonna make like a very nice crown here. Maybe I will be needing to wire this, but I don't think so. So they're pretty nice, they're pretty thick, and the other guy is looking pretty cool. On my next repot, which will be maybe next year, I don't know, we'll see, I want to kind of move it like this, okay, in the pot, because this is just too close to our view, and that it's leaning back. You cannot see well on the footage, okay, because the footage never shows the real beauty of the thing. It doesn't look like it looks in real life. So this is about it. This is about it with my dwarf jade pruning for today. If you enjoyed it, please watch the next video. Bye bye.